Ata Rasul fil Hind, Khaja Gharib Nawaz Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayhi. It's important that we understand the message of these Sufiya. Those people who truly benefited from the spiritual message of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. What does Khaja Gharib Nawaz say? He says, a friend of Allah must have affection like the sun. When the sun rises, it is beneficial to all. A friend of Allah must have affection like the sun. When the sun rises, it is beneficial to all, irrespective of whether they are Muslims, Christians or Hindus. Subhanallah. That is the message of Khaja Gharib Nawaz Rahmatullahi Ta'ala. Every member of Kanzul Huda is given a booklet, and in the first page of this booklet you will find this message of Khaja Gharib Nawaz Rahmatullahi Ta'ala. Khaja Gharib Nawaz Rahmatullahi Ta'ala says, a friend of Allah must be generous like a river. The generosity of a friend of Allah should be like the generosity of a river. We all get water from the river to quench our thirst. It doesn't distinguish the good from the bad and a relation from a stranger. The way a river will not differentiate, a sinful person will come and I will not give water to the sinful person, I will only give it to pious people. A Muslim will come and I will serve the Muslim, not a non-Muslim. No, a river will serve everyone. That is the message of Khaja Gharib Nawaz Rahmatullahi Ta'ala. Khaja Gharib Nawaz Rahmatullahi Ta'ala says, a friend of Allah must display hospitality like the earth. We are raised and created in its lap, and yet it is always under our feet. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Many lectures can be delivered on this one saying of Khaja Gharib Nawaz Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayhi. Khaja Gharib Nawaz Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayhi says, there are 4 cardinal virtues of the individual self. The first thing, refraining from begging in the state of poverty. Refraining from begging in the state of poverty. And the second thing, showing the attitude of being well fed when feeling hungry. And the third thing, maintain cheerful in a time of sorrow. And befriending an enemy. Befriending an enemy. If you want to be a believer, a true believer, then befriend your enemies. That is the message of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. That is the message of Ata Rasul fil Hind. Khaja Gharib Nawaz Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayhi. Khaja Gharib Nawaz Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayhi says, a sin committed does not harm an individual so much as looking down upon one's own fellow human beings. Looking down upon people, humiliating people, abusing people. So and so is evil, he's bad, I'm better. He's sinful, he's a drunkard, he takes drugs, he's a criminal. This is what we say. Khaja Gharib Nawaz Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayhi saying, their sin will not harm them as much as your perception about them will harm you. Their sin will not harm them as much as how you think about them will harm you. A sin committed does not harm an individual so much as looking down upon one's own fellow human beings. This is the message of Khaja Gharib Nawaz Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayhi. And then finally Khaja Gharib Nawaz Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayhi says, the spiritual disciple deserves to be called a dervish only when he lives in the world with no self-interest. With no self-interest. This is how Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam served humanity. This is how the companions of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam served humanity. And this is how the Sahaba alayhim ridwan, the Ahlul Bayt al-Athhar, and the true awliya-i kamalin served the makhluk of Allah Jalla wa Ala.